About me. Greetings, friends. Welcome to my webpage. My name is belliup. Character designer, illustrator, he/him. Looking for work and working with friends. Nice to meet you. This blog is a way to settle down from art after a very busy year at grad school. I will make an effort to post artwork here too, but it will be a very slow going as I recover from that sluggish, awful creature called burnout. Where is my portfolio? Sleeping. I am currently remaking my website and have unpublished it while I make important improvements and learn to code in my own time. The moment it's back, I'll be sure to let you know. A return and a new start. Hello, friends. If you're reading this, it means I figured out how to make my first post. Yay! Wanted to update you all before I forget. I'm currently still unpacking this stuff, so no art yet, but soon. I will say it's weird to find myself back in my hometown. It seems smaller than I remember. The massive stone wall that towered over me as I ran back from school now just comes up to my chest. I'm also remembering all the old games I used to play with my friends. All those adventures and stories we used to make up. If only I had those ideas now. Perhaps connecting with my younger self will help inspire me with creating the children's book. Anyway, I'm going to get back to unpacking. My second post. Welcome again, friends. I have nearly finished packing out everything. It's amazing how many art books I own. It's safe to say I'm a little tired from organizing things, so I haven't found time to doodle. Sorry. Instead, I had a bit of a walk around town. I'm starting to realize how isolated this place is. Like outside of town, it's just forest in one direction and farmland in the other. The nearest other town is a few hours' drive. I should try and meet up with my old friends. See how they have been doing. Feel bad I haven't kept in contact with them during grad school. Perhaps we can start a board game night? I've always wanted to do that, but didn't have the time during my studies. Oh, also, I was told once that you should write every idea down so you don't forget it or for your mind to wrap it. So I'm going to try and use this blog for that. It might even lead to some inspiration for my storybook. Anyway, I'll see you guys next post. Meeting an old friend. Hello, my friends. So I got back in contact with my old friend Danny. It was a brief interaction. I actually ran into him while I was at the local store buying groceries. He was nice. We caught up a bit, though I can't help feeling that it was a little awkward. It's sad because he was my best friend. My first friend, actually. We both had dreams of becoming cartoonists together, sharing our stories and characters with the world. But now I feel like I hardly know him. I guess that's what happens when you don't talk to someone every day. I'm worrying too much. I'm sure we will reconnect. We just need to hang out more, have new common ground. Anyway, see you guys next post. Have a wonderful day. Hello. I don't usually post at this time. The more I think about the conversation, the more awkward it feels. It's been spinning around in my head for the last few hours, so I'm going to type it out. If it's out of my head, then maybe I can get some sleep. When I told him that I recently got out of art school, he was interested and wanted to see examples of my work. Unfortunately, none of the stuff I wanted to show him is ready, so I just made up some half-hearted excuse that I didn't have my website up and running. Like, for a split second, I thought he was looking down at me. Like he thought I'm not really an artist, that I'm a dummy for chasing my dreams and not even succeeding in them. I'm rambling. I am probably reading too much into it. It doesn't help that I haven't slept yet. Never trust your brain after 10 p.m., they say. Probably will delete this in the morning. Shouldn't have stuff like this on my blog. Night for real, guys. Sorry about this if you read this. Sorry for my last post. Just woke up and was reminded of last night's post. God, it's kind of dumb. Also, I can't figure out how to delete posts or even edit them, so sadly I can't delete my insane panicked rant from last night. I guess I'm going to have to be more careful with what I post, or figure out how to code better. Sorry if I worried you, my friends. I'll be sure not to do it again. Update memories of the past. Hi, friends. Sorry if it's been a while since my last post. A lot has happened. Just got overwhelmed with things. But it's fine. I'm fine. Still haven't fully unpacked. Sometimes I find myself just wandering the town a bit, mainly near the fields. It's been overcast for the last few days, but it's still nice to breathe in the fresh air, even if it's a bit cold. I've been down the creek where I used to play pirates with Danny and May. I still have good memories of those days. I even found our old log fort, and managed to wiggle myself into it. Though I'm going to need to clean these pants now, probably when Mom's asleep. While inside, I found a bag of marbles that I must have left behind, along with some drawings and other trinkets of my past. I suppose at the time I thought I would come back and pick up this stuff later. Anyway, it was nice thinking of those days, but there was also a sense of longing. I feel like a graveyard to our. It felt like a graveyard to our childhood, our youth and dreams we used to have. I wish I could live in those memories forever. I wish I could live in those moments forever, to hold on to the same level of joy and wondering, to not be alone. I found myself tearing up in that old log fort. I know I'm being melodramatic, but I'm an artist. It's what I do. I took some drawings in those marbles and headed back home. Might even bring it up to Danny that I found our old fort. Anyway, goodbye for now. A neat find. Hi all. So I had a closer look at the drawings I recovered from the fort, and boy is it taking me back. I remember drawing these characters. Mr. Obel, Lady Lampshade, the Wart Monster, and Captain. They are all here. Man, I should reuse these guys in a story. Give them a second chance at life. Hopefully by the next update, I'll have some doodles to show you guys. Anyway, see you guys later. Rent. So apparently I need to pay rent now until I get a career in art. I should just settle for a normal job. When I argued the point saying I'm working on my storybook, they lashed out saying I wasn't putting enough effort into something. It ended in a big fight, and I ended up just locking myself in my room to cry. I'm still shaking while typing this. Sorry for not being happy and positive like I usually am. I just need to type this shit out so I can pretend people are reading this. I'm just so tired here. New job. Well, I caved. It's not what I expected after college, but I work at the old corner store now, stacking shelves and manning the till. I remember Miss Budley, though. She used to be a lot nicer to me back then. I just get the feeling she doesn't approve of me as a person. Anyway, work means I haven't been able to draw anything lately. Again, I'm sorry. Danny. Hello again, friends. So I bumped into Danny again as I was stacking canned tuna. He was surprised to see me working there. I told him it was just temporary, that I needed the extra cash. I asked if he would be down to hang sometime, catch up more. He said, maybe. I'm pretty busy this week. I really wanted to mention I visited the old fort, how I found those fun games we did together, and all those memories we shared, but the words just got caught in my throat. All I did was nod and agree with him. I did give him my number, just so he can let me know when he would be down to hang out. Why didn't he give me his number? Art. Why haven't I been able to draw? It's been so long. Am I even an artist at this point? All I do now is post on this blog, and even that's tiring. Do I even like to draw anymore? Good news! Hi, friends. I know I was pretty sad in my last couple of posts, but don't worry. Things seem to be looking up now. Danny texted me back and he invited me to his birthday party next week. I'm going to bring my sketchbook. Maybe I can do some fun doodles at the party. Heck, maybe I'll also meet new friends. God, I'm so nervous, but I needed something like this. It will help me get out of this art block, or at the very least distract me from it. I won't lie, for the last few weeks I've felt like this town was getting me down. Been feeling pretty lonely lately. Doesn't help that there's nowhere to go after 8 p.m. Regardless, I have to start thinking of what to wear to this party. Oh, I could dress in my clown tie that Mindy got me. Even after grad school, I kept that gift safe. I need to get better at staying in touch with people. I'm stupid. Hello again. It was a mistake to go to that party. Why did I think it was a fancy dress party? What was worse was that everyone was just staring at me, like there was something wrong with me. I shouldn't have dressed as a clown. Even then I tried to mingle, but no one really engaged with anything I was talking about. Just answered with one-word responses like interesting or or even just a nod. It started to play on my anxiety that I kept on talking even more. I excused myself to the bathroom and washed off that stupid makeup and maybe make myself look less like a weirdo. It was then I heard some people start talking outside the door. They said something along the lines of, "Dude, why did Danny hire a clown? They aren't even funny." He didn't. That's just one of his old friends he invited. You know, the one he was talking about. Oh, the one he felt sorry for? Yeah, that one. Honestly, I feel he should have stuck to his guns and not, feel like I'm stepping on eggshells with that guy around. I think that's what they said. It's what was running through my head the whole way home, at least. I feel like a freak now. Why can't it be easy to be liked by people? Why do I constantly push people away and annoy them? Fuck. Fucking fuck. Art. It's a myth when people say sad artists make great work. They are just sad. Why can't I just fucking draw? I don't care if anyone sees this. I just want to be able to create and make things again. People liked it when I could draw. I was someone. I just want to talk to people and make stories with them. I just want to be liked by anyone. Status update. Not leaving bed. Just going to sleep and forget for a bit. Status update 2. Hello again for anyone who is still reading this blog. I'm sorry again that I have been very erratic for my last few posts. This has become more of an event blog than anything to do with art. I just wanted to say I'm sorry and have an outburst like that. My life has not been exactly easy for a while now. My living situation is wearing me out. The few times I get a break from it, I'm at work. And that just wears me out even more. I feel people are judging me. They just sort of stare at me. Is it still about the party? The party no one wanted there to begin with? What's even the point? What's even the point of writing this blog? No one's even reading. I doubt my pen pal even cares to look at it. I feel my life is a circle. I am now back where I started, from square one. You can't get anywhere in life without friends, and I guess I'm the shining example of that. God, just being in this town is unbearable now. Not only am I alone in a place where I even sneer, and I'm haunted by memories of a happy past. Thinking about my childhood just plagues me with tears of what could have been and what I lost now. I can't draw when I'm sad, but I'm sad that I can't draw. I'm unable to draw. Period. Regret. Sad and alone, that's what I am. Why do I listen to them come back? I remember you. A bunny arrived today. I'm back! Hey everyone. Things are going well. Today feels brighter, like a cloud has been lifted from my life. I think that's because I've made a new friend. She's so nice and friendly. She's a way nicer friend than Danny ever was. She actually listens. Not like the blank staring kind of listening, but she is engaging with the topic. She has questions and actual input. I showed her my blog and she really liked my post. She said I was very creative, pouring my heart out like that. She wanted to see the drawings made of my imaginary friends. I lamented that I didn't have any newer doodles to show her, but she didn't mind. She said I'm the most creative person she's ever met. I'm going to put the effort in maintaining this friendship, no matter what. Hanging out with my new friend. Hi, blog. I've been talking to my new friend for hours about all sorts of stuff, like my art, life, what I hope to do. I've also been showing off various places now. The very few interesting places that there are, at least. I did feel people were giving us weird looks. I think people have been gossiping about the clown outfit I wore to Danny's party. My friend did comfort me, though. She whispered in my ear and told me that they just don't understand how special and creative I am. She even told me a rude joke that was so funny, but I dare not write. She said that Danny is a bad friend for not sticking up for me like that. She said that if I ever have a birthday party, I would want all my guests to be dressed like clowns. Anyway, catch up with you folks later. A close call. This is me if you even cared. We went fishing today. Sadly, no bites, but it was just a nice time to talk. We have particularly been inseparable. I don't know what I would have done without her. She doesn't have a place to stay, so I've been sneaking her into my room. I made her a little bed in my closet. I don't want to write this down because I'm scared my parents might find this blog one day, but my friend said it was okay to tell you guys that it will make the blog more exciting and personal. I'm just worried they'll find out and flip the heck out, or worse, throw her out onto the streets. Though my friend told me that she's very good at being very quiet. She's very good at being invisible, which is true. My parents barged into my room while she was hiding in the closet. That was the most terrifying experience, trying not to stare at the closet while they were talking to me, all the while seeing her pink eyes peeking out, glinting in the dark. We had a laugh about it after they left. She even said I was very brave and gave me a big hug. Made me want to cry, honestly. Perhaps when I have enough money or get a better paying job, we can move out and get a place of our own. Countryside walk. Was out and about with my friend today, taking in the countryside. I've been enjoying walking around with her. It's been nice having someone in person to fully open up to and even hug when things feel all too much. I don't want to make you guys jealous. It's just nice having someone that I can fully vent without having the hold back, worried that I'll push them away. I really do love her polka dot jumper. It really suits her. It is odd there doesn't seem to be as many animals recently. There used to be a very large stray cat problem. I used to leave out milk for an old tabby cat. I called him Sergeant Pepper. I hope to introduce him to my new friend, but he hasn't shown up in a few days. I know I couldn't really pet him due to my allergies, but still, he was nice to watch. My friend said not to worry, that he must have moved on to a better place. Family issues. I feel like moving back in with my parents makes me a failure. My parents sure do make me feel like that, at least, even though they were the ones who felt I couldn't cope in the real world. Now that I'm here, they are treating me like I'm some kind of parasite, leeching off their goodwill. I tried to keep my personal life off this blog, but I don't care anymore. Worried about venting. It is better to feel trapped in a place with a friend than to be trapped alone. That's how I've been feeling recently, living in this horrible little town. I feel like I am constantly complaining to my friend about everything, really. About how my life would have been much better if I didn't move back here, or didn't let people walk all over me. I complain so much that sometimes I fear my new friend will get tired of it, that she will leave my life as quickly as she entered it. My friend has assured that this is not the case, and she will never leave like my old friends. Her orange hair was flowing nicely in the wind. She always knows how to make me feel better, though. Though I wish I could do the same with her. I suspect she hasn't had the best of times. I haven't talked to her about this. I feel it's not my place to force her to tell me her life story. Instead, I just make sure to hug her extra tight, to comfort both her sadness in a non-verbal way. A good find! I'm sorry this blog has become more of a place where I ramble about what I do with my friend now, rather than the place where I show off art. Regardless, I got something neat lately. So let me set the scene. I was heading to the store to refill my allergy meds. Nose has been running lately, when I spotted a small TV with an inbuilt VHS player, just sitting in the window of the charity shop. It was going for cheap, so I decided to buy it with this week's paycheck. Totally worth it. Perhaps I can grab some VHS tapes and have a movie night with my friends. In other news, I've heard recently that Danny has gone missing. He was never a good friend, so I don't particularly feel bad. I know that might sound cold, but it's how I feel. I haven't even seen him since the party. Anyway, that's all for now. Talk to you guys later. Movie night with friends. Hoy guys, update on the TV. Managed to set it up in my bedroom. It was pretty heavy to carry it up the stairs, but I think it was worth it. I also got some cheap horror movies on VHS tape, the old black and white classics. It's not that much of a horror, and I'm not that much of a horror enjoyer. I just felt it would be cool to watch something while sharing a bowl of popcorn, since that's what I feel friends usually do. Needless to say, I spent half of the time covering my eyes. My friend did comfort me and tell me when the really scary bits were over. I'm glad she enjoyed it, though. I didn't expect her to like this kind of stuff. Misspoke. It was rainy today, so my friend and I decided to stay in my room and play board games. It's nice and comforting to hear the patter of rain on my window while we were all warm inside. It gave me a brief memory of childhood when I used to play with my imaginary friends, how I would hold slumber parties and wordless conversations with them. I even remember when I played Spin the Bottle with them. I offhandedly say how silly I was when I was a child, so desperate for friends I made them up. I smile at her like an idiot, expecting her to laugh along with me. However, she doesn't laugh. My friend says that imaginary or not, the love I had for my fictional friends was real and tangible. Just because I can't see it doesn't mean it was fake. I fear I have upset her. I apologize for my cruel and unfeeling behavior. That she is quite right about how love is important and real no matter who you are sharing it with. She accepts my apology and we make up. Do I still feel the guilt in the pit of my stomach wallow? I feel like I'm not better than my own parents, than the people who live in this town. Makeup, hello again. So we decided to have a picnic today since the weather was good. Gathered stuff from the fridge, chips, sandwiches, and some diet soda. We found a nice clearing, in the woods and just sat and talked. I feel we cleared things up. I explained that I was never really good at being social. She was very understanding and we both had a good cry together. It was odd though. I couldn't hear any birds. I woke up last night and my friend was watching Static on the TV. She's so silly sometimes. I joined her for a bit. Weird last post. I can't remember what happened last night. Don't even remember what the last post is referring to. I tried asking my friend about it, but she doesn't remember anything like that happening last night. In other news, I wanted to share some cool music that has helped me through rough times, though I don't think she liked it. She got very agitated and shouted at me to turn it off. She got very agitated and shouted at me to turn it off. I never saw her that angry before. She did say sorry for scaring me like that. She explained it's some sort of medical condition. I'm just glad my folks were out for the day. Anyway, I'm going to make some lunch for her to make it up to her. Stupid allergies. Hi, folks. Man, my nose has been running for the last couple of days. It's awful. I don't think I'm sick or anything. It's probably my allergies playing up. It's worse when hanging around in my room. Sometimes it gets to the point that I need to stick my head out of the window. I did find a strand of something in my bed. It was very small and looked like fur. At least I think it was fur. It just had an odd color to it. Anyway, that's all for now. Strange things. An update from my last post. It's definitely that strange fur that's making my allergies flare up. I found more of it in my room. Found a large clump of it just under my bed. I think it's animal fur, but it has an odd color to it. We were on one of our forest strolls when my friend suddenly stopped. For a second, I was worried that she sprained an ankle, but no. She was just completely motionless, staring blankly ahead of her. I followed her gaze, but she wasn't looking at anything, just thin air. However, the way she looked troubled me. Her stare was intense, so I don't know. It almost felt like something there, looming over us, ready to pounce. Then the atmosphere changed, like something backed off, and then she was back to normal. I was going to ask my friend, but I didn't. I know it's bad to not be open about this kind of stuff, but I just want to forget that ever happened. That me even speaking it out loud makes it real. It must be my allergies messing with my head somehow. Anyway, until next time, guys. Also, if you're reading this, I'm sorry I wasn't brave enough to speak to you about this in front of you. Thoughts. I've been pouring all day. It's been pouring all day and the fur situation's even worse. I keep finding hair all over the house. In the kitchen, the living room, the bathroom. I have to wear a mask, it's so bad. I've had to buy even more medicine to cope. While out on one of those rounds I saw, they have been putting up missing posters for Danny now. I guess he's been gone that long. The photo they used was of him smiling and happy. I'm glad he's gone. Bye-bye for now. Hi, guys. Sorry for not updating as much. My new friend is asking me to stop posting so much and spend more time with her. I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll see you all on the flip side. Wish me and my friend luck.